Today I'm going to review every piece of gear in my studio. So this right here, it's 14 Frac modules. Most are of Blacet. Some are Surge. Yeah, I traded this from, I traded an LZX rig for this about 5 years ago. A nice fella named Bubba drove from Pittsburgh with this to trade it to me here in Massachusetts. Great synth. I would never get rid of this. Roland SH 101, big time classic. I pulled this off of Craigslist like 10 years ago. I paid $350 for it. Had a broken VCF envelope slider, and then Buckcliff fixed it for me. So happy to have this classic. Sounds beautiful. The Curtis VCF filter is it's a beautiful thing. Don't know if I'd pay the current market for it, but it's fucking sick. This Mackie Mixer. Just a mixer. Roland JV 2080. Kind of just like a MIDI, general MIDI. Preset synth. You can program it, but it's kind of a pain in the ass unless you have like an external controller. But it sounds good for what it is. DBX EQ, honestly, not a fan, but I have it. Elektron analog heat, MKII, great piece, love it, I use it all the time. I normally don't like distortion pedals because I think that when you use a normal distortion pedal, it creates noise floor, which I think immediately makes whatever the fuck you're making super noisy and shitty. But what the analog heat has that I think sets it apart is it has an envelope follower, so you can have it, basically you can eliminate the noise floor because you can route the envelope follower to the drive, and so you can get the grit and still have it sound clean as fuck. Great piece. Alesis 3630 compressor, kind of just like a cheap thing I got, but I use it in a chain. This chain starts at 3630, goes in the analog heat, and then comes out the Focusrite compounder. Because you can use the gates on the compressors to give a little more control to the envelope follower on this. It's kind of just a stock, pretty standard compressor gate limiter, or it's not a limiter, it's just a compressor gate, but still good. Focusrite, Buckcliff gave this to me. Great sounding compressor. It's got this like bass gate. There's like this bass let through, which is kind of like a semi, it's almost like you can have it just compress the top end or something, so it kind of makes the bass sound big. It's a cool piece. Prophet 16 Rev 2. Awesome subtractive synthesizer. Great. Sounds awesome. Kind of just like bread and butter subtractive synthesis. Does everything right. I'd say it's amazing synth, but This is a super picky my only complaint about it is that the knobs to select the semitone for the oscillators are endless encodery instead of fixed position. So what happens is when you're selecting the note, you can see with it, it's hard sometimes to get it to fix on a right note because the way that the encoders read it. If it was fixed position, it'd be much easier. I honestly, I will use the value dial, which is fixed position, to change it instead. So me being super picky, but I'm deciding to bitch. Allen Heath Zed 14. I've had this mixer for like a long ass time. It's, I don't know, it's like it's just a pretty fucking good mixer. Pretty standard shit. I've made tons of fucking stuff on this. The Waldorf M, just picked this up a little earlier this year. I love this thing. I think this is my favorite synth I've owned. It's my first Waldorf product that I've owned, and I think that the engineering is incredible. The entire design of the piece is very well thought out. Everything, I have no complaints. It sounds incredible. The sound design process with the unit is like a dream. It's one of the best, probably easily the best synth I've used. I think it's an incredible piece. I have this Coleman M3P2 MKIII monitor switcher to switch between the monitors. Wicked piece, love it. Nice buttons. Got the monitor switch on here. Yeah, wicked piece. So I have 3 monitors here. I have the Rokit 8s. I have the Neumann K310s. I have the Auratone active ones. I had these for like forever. Matt Rohr sold me this set for like $200, like 10 years ago or some shit. So I made all my old beats on these. I thought they sounded fine until I got these, and now I think the Rokits sound like shit. I mean, they're fine, but the Neumann sound way better, obviously. Love these things. They're fucking beautiful. Best thing I ever did for myself was get these monitors. It's like, fucking amazing. You hear everything. And the Auratones, wicked. Great for figuring out the mid-range of the mix. I wouldn't, I haven't had them super long, but I wouldn't go without them in the future. They're like, definitely a valuable tool. And, you know, got the classic Thinkpad. I'm not gonna drop the model number because I don't wanna hike up the price. But you know, Renoise 3.2.1. Kind of just working on some shit today, you know. But you know, yeah. Got the Kensington Slimblade. my wrist really started fucking hurting after using a regular mouse for fucking like 10 hours a day or whatever, or sometimes more than that. So Slimblade definitely saves my fucking wrist. I love this thing. I want to get a second one for my other computer because it's just trackball life. It's can't go back. This Gloomie plushie, I bought this at the half abandoned mall in Oregon. Pretty cool. I wish the body was bigger. Like his body is a little kind of small. I guess he's pretty cute. This is how I know when I'm working on the track. I can ask Gloomie Bear if the track is hitting, and Gloomie Bear will tell me. This is the Novation something. My friend Aurelio gave this to me because I told him I needed a MIDI keyboard. And I was like, oh yeah, my MIDI keyboard broke. He's like, oh yeah, I have this synth, and this isn't the sound the synth makes. This is just some MIDI I have. This is like a bass patch I have in Renoise. The synth, I don't even have the synth hooked up. It's just a MIDI cable, just a USB MIDI cable. Yeah, but my friend Aurelio gave this to me for free. He was like, the synth kind of sounds like shit, but the keyboard's decent. Not weighted keys, but kind of just pretty good for like a average keyboard. And someone told me that they really like this synthesizer, but it kind of just sounds like 2000. Someone told me they like it more than the JV. That Roland Super Sauce synth, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, I don't have this synth hooked up to the mixer, so that's all I have to say about it, really. MIDI keyboard's decent. Yeah, Replicator, I know you wish you had mine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't even use it, I just use it for MIDI keyboard. It's okay. Denon DJ Go, I got this recently. It's kind of sick. Haven't used it for a gig yet, but the Denon stuff is probably better than the CDJs at this point, because Pioneer is kind of fucking stupid, to be honest. This Yamaha Mixer, I think I bought this from Sky like 10 years ago. Kind of just like a sick mixer. Honestly, this mixer is, I think it sounds awesome. It sounds real fucking dirty. And I think I see mixers like this, like these 10-channel mixers. Like, I see some of these newer ones, these Mackies, and I don't like them. They're really fucking cheap, and they just, I don't know. But this one, it's, I like the way it sounds. The way you can gain stage with it, and it sounds real cool. So, yeah, a good piece. And then, these are my neighbors. They're not partying right now, but sometimes they like to party and get drunk and sing karaoke, which is kind of fucking annoying. So, wouldn't recommend these neighbors. This is the Elektron Analog Rytm Mark II. Awesome piece. Kind of fucking expensive, but you get what you pay for. Fucking rips. Sounds great. One of mine has like I don't know if you can see it, but one of the pads was flickering, the LEDs. I don't know if I can get it to show it, but I'm not sure if I should bring it into Elektron or not. I say that like, you know, bring it into Elektron. I don't even know, like, what am I gonna fucking mail it to him? I don't know. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, okay. Alan and Heath. Something 4 channel. One of them, you know. Not the really good one, but it's good enough for me. Devno sold this to me like 10 years ago or some shit. I love this mixer. I think it sounds awesome. Pete said he hated it because of these fucking knobs, but it's kind of weird, like aux bus knobs, but I don't mind them. They just kind of live there and I don't touch them. But, you know, filter sounds great. Solid, robust controls. Robust chassis. Great mixer. I prefer the Allen Heath to the Pioneers personally. 3 Pioneer CDJ 350s. I got these so I could practice using CDJs without paying $8,000 for a Nexus. So, yeah, you know, people hate on, like, the 350s and the 850s, but sometimes, like, you know, you go to the club and they have the old fucking CDJs, you gotta know how to rip on the old decks. You know what I mean? Kids these days can't rip on the old decks. Gotta know how to. Anyway, I think this is actually my favorite CDJ. Fuck the new shit. I went to the fucking club at Crumwork. They had Nexus 3s, and this shit took so long to load. Because I don't use record box. I just put folders on the USBs. Because fuck record box. And I fucking went to the club, and the Nexus 3s took, like, 45 seconds to load the fucking WAV file. How are you gonna have a $3,000 CDJ take 45 seconds to load a WAV file? It's like a disgrace to engineering. Fucking Nexus 3s. This is a shitty fucking Gemini turntable. Because I don't have Technics. It plays records. But it's not a Technic. That's all I have to say about it. And, yes. 909 flag. Given to me by 99 Jakes at Norm House in August of 2021. This flag is made from a high quality hybrid material. Yeah, look at that. Look at the contrast between the yellow and the black. Oh yeah. Great quality. Thanks 99 Jakes for this flag. This is a plushie given to me by Serotines at 909 New York Part 2 at Market Hotel. This is a special plushie designed by Serotines. It's a great plushie. OTTO Bim and Bam. I forget which one is the Bim and which one is the Bam, but one is delay, one is reverb. I mean, they sound fucking sick. It's raining. You can probably just hear the rain. Casio MG 510 MIDI guitar. Yeah, I bought this on Craigslist like 10 years ago. I don't know. I think they go for a lot more now, but great piece. Hard to find. But I really like it. Dirtywave M8. Yeah, I started using LSDJ like when I was 14 or something, and LSDJ is great, but I think that the Game Boy hardware is just, it's a consumer product, you know, from the late 90s, so I have all these fucking Game Boy Colors and all these old bleep bloop cartridges, and they just don't, they're always a pain in the fucking ass. They never fucking work anymore. The shit's all broken. But the M8, I feel like, is the true modern successor to LSDJ. Kudos for this fine product. I think it truly upholds the legacy of LSDJ. Yeah, fine piece of engineering. Would highly recommend. The headphones I use, I mean, these are kind of just the bread and butter ATH M50s, you know, everybody knows. You know what these are about. And then I have the Sennheiser HD 650s. Awesome open back monitoring.